Hi there, I'm Dr. Stacey Cooper and welcome to Ask Dr. Stacey. I am creator of the Healthy Eating Blueprint and author of the Healthy Fuels Cookbook. So thank you for joining me today. We host these live weekday events at 12:15 generally. That's Eastern, which is 9:15 a.m. Pacific. So you can feel free to join me here anytime. You can submit any of your questions about how to find your way to health and wellness naturally, how to have more joy in your life, and better body function. You can also join me live on the chat, and you can just put your questions right in the chat box, and I will see them right here on my screen so I can answer them with you and for you as we go through this program today. You can also send them to me anytime. You can contact me through the website at drstaceycooper.com. There, you should be able to see that there now. You can just go to the website at and submit any. drstaceycooper.com is the email address. Now, any of our previous episodes of Dr. Stacey can be found on Facebook and on YouTube. Just look for Dr. Stacey Cooper and you can find us there. All of our previous episodes are already uploaded and ready for you to view at your convenience, and they're all labeled with their topics. So today's topic we're going to be cover is exercising your body. And we're going to be speaking specifically about joint mobility. And this comes up in my office often. So as I was working with patients yesterday specifically, as I go through gentle range of motion exercises with patients and just gentle challenges to the spine to see what kind of mobility they have. And at times, because of the stress and tension that we carry within our bodies and the muscular tension, decrease joint function and joint mobility. Patient, and I was just applying some gentle mobilization to her spine, and it almost felt like her back was like a granite countertop. There wasn't any give to it. There wasn't any body movement to it. And I demonstrated this to her. And she said, well, I've been working out. I have a personal trainer, and they've been providing a program age-specific for me. So we're talking about, the 40 to 60-year-old age range. And yes, your exercise program should be different as our bodies mature, because your body doesn't function the same, and it doesn't have the same bounce back ability. It doesn't have the same hydration levels, the suppleness, to the elasticity of the connective tissues. So it is important to be mindful of that. And so she said she was working out, and I said, well, that's great. Exercise is exercise to stimulate bone growth, which results in increased bone strength, so that we're decreasing susceptibility to hip fractures, rib fractures, and osteoporosis as we mature. I don't say age, as we mature, as time passes. So that also is important that when you're exercising and lifting weights, say, that leads to muscle contracture because you're stressing the muscle, which is good because it builds muscle mass. But also the flip side of that is that it leads to muscle contracture and muscle tightening. Well, muscles cross joints. That's how our bodies move. Joints are meant to move, and it's a lever and pulley system. Well, when the muscles become chronically tight, that puts a lot of tension and pressure on itself, and it leads to joint. If you want improved mobility and enhanced vitality of your body, joint function is extremely important to this. So if you are working out and using weights, it is also important to stretch. And yoga is a great exercise. I've spoken about yoga a number of times. It's a great exercise for balancing joint function and reducing tension throughout the muscular system, because yoga will help to stretch your body in both directions and provide balance to the body, and balance is key. Because we are often creatures of habit. We always dominate to our strong side. We default to our strong side. And so that side always gets worked a lot more than our weaker side. this leads to imbalance in the body and imbalance in the spine. So when you challenge both sides of your body to the same degree and have your body functioning well on both sides, now this is going to enhance. So in regards to stretching, it is actually more important than strengthening when it comes to body health. Stretching of the connective tissues and of the muscles allows for greater range of motion of the joints. This reduces susceptibility to injury of the joint because your joint will be more supple and have greater function. It is important to strengthen the muscles around joints so that the joint itself is strong, but you also have to have a supple joint, not a tight, immobile joint. So if you've ever fractured something recently or sprained something terribly, then you know the recovery time that happens and how the joint can be affected. So therefore, it's really important to follow through with your rehabilitation of that specific joint if it's been injured so that you while it was healing. If it was casted and immobilized, then you will come out of the cast with a lot of lost joint function. So joint function is extremely important for better body function. Our body was meant to move, and joints, and if the joints aren't moving well, then your body won't move well either. So that's why stretching is so important. And that's what I discuss with my patients, is not only chiropractic care to improve joint function, but to maintain that and increase the productivity and the mobility of the body. So stretching is a key component to that. I also want to share with you that you can also join me for my free webinar that I have coming up on Tuesday, May 9th at 4 p.m. This is about fueling your body better and eliminating cravings. Cravings I hear so often is so many people are finding their way to health because there they are in the evening sitting, relaxing, and the cravings just get to them and they can't seem to stop them. And the complaint is that they don't have the willpower to take care of it. I'm here to tell you it has nothing to do with willpower. And this is exactly what I share with you. So that'll be 1 p.m. Pacific. So you can find all the information for the free webinar at this information page, gethealthyquickstart.com. And once you enter your name and email address there, the page will open right away and you'll have access to the free pre-training videos that are already there with great, useful, healthy living tips that you can begin to implement right away. So I encourage you to sign up there. And then also there will be the link there to register for the upcoming the free webinar if you want access to it through Webinar Jam. That's just how things are set up. So I invite you to join us there. Also, check out the website at DrStaceyCooper.com, and there I have my free 2-part video series called Eliminating 5 Hidden Energy Drainers. And there too, you will find more health and wellness information and easy to implement steps for enhancing your vitality and your body function. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time on Ask Dr. Stacey. Have a great day.